If you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I hate my hair, then listen up, because you and your locks may be in a toxic relationship. When you hate your hair, it not only puts you in a funk, it also encourages you to engage in bad hair behavior, creating even more damage and more hate. So today, we're getting to the root of it all. The newest star of my OzTube platform is here. She's the host of Curly Nikki, and Curly Nikki is all about de-stressing your hair from the inside out. Nikki, you've been giving hair tips on the show for a long time, but on your new OzTube show, you work on the head from the inside out. What does that mean?
Yes, so in addition to being your hair guru, I am also a licensed psychotherapist, and I love all things hair and beauty. I always have, but true beauty doesn't come from this. It comes from this place inside that doesn't age, it doesn't wrinkle, it doesn't gray. And for myself and the thousands of women that I've worked with over the years, this truer inner beauty feels like love. It feels like peace, like a sweetness inside. And it's available in every single moment of your life in the background. You just have to know how to access it, how to recognize it. And the more you practice recognizing it, the more you see it in the mirror, in your reflection as a new glow. And the more you see it in the people that you meet, and the more you feel it where you see the world. It's like you start seeing yourself and others with new eyes.
You know what I love the most is you're a psychotherapist and a hair expert. It's the perfect combination. You can fix this from the inside of the head out and the outside of the head in, because they're related. So I've got two people I want you to work with today. Kristen and Michelle are two friends that join us. They say they not only have a toxic relationship with their own hair, but they have hair envy of each other. So Kristen, what do you envy about Michelle's hair?
Okay, so she wakes up in the morning with these beautiful curls that takes me forever to do. I have products that I have every size curling iron, every size roller, and I carry around a giant bottle of hairspray with me wherever I go. Because once I do eventually get, not the curl like this, but any kind of curl, it goes away as soon as I walk out the door.
And Michelle, why don't you love your curls the same way Kristen does?
Because, like Dr. Oz, if I put my hair like straight, instantaneously it gets like curly right away. Like if it's raining, if there's a little mist in the air, I just have to have it straight. Like, why can't I have my hair straight when I want to?
All right, Nikki, if someone hates their hair every time they look in the mirror, like Kristen and Michelle say they do, how do you change that?
Yeah, so to go from hating to liking to hopefully loving your hair, your real hair in time, you have to change and elevate your mindset. You have to get out of here. It's very negative in there, and get your thoughts, your positive thoughts, out on a sheet of paper. So you grab a pen and you're going to write down the things that you appreciate and love about your hair.
So to help out, Nikki says you all have to do a stress assessment of your hair. So you recognize how your hair stress is actually causing you to have stressed hair, because they're linked. So she developed this really cool quiz to find out. Y'all ready for this?
Yes.
All right, Kristen, Michelle, I want you to take this along with us. Keep track of how many A's, B's, and C's you have. Everyone at home, follow along. Super simple. Question number one. Take a strand of hair between two fingers. I'll make this metaphorically the hair, right? And then you pull on both sides of the hair like this, right? Now, what actually happens? Does it, watch what this, does it, snap? That would be unfortunate, but it does happen to some folks, right? Does it stretch, right, but not return to its original length? Right? You don't want that. It's unfortunate, too common. Right? Or does it stretch and then just return to its original length when you let go? Right? And that's what you want. And if you're wise about this, you'll end up like C, but a lot of us aren't there. So, Kristen, what happened to your hair? Did it snap like A? Did it just stretch out and not bounce back like B? Or was it perfect and just what you desired, like C?
Okay, I got B. It kind of stretched out, but it didn't go back to anywhere that it was supposed to go. It just stretched as I pulled it. So I got a B.
Nikki,
Mine came out.
Yours came out. Good. Nikki, what does that mean?
Yeah, so I call this the wet strand test. So it's best if done on damp hair after you get out of the shower. And if you stretch your hair and it immediately snaps, that means that you are lacking moisture. This could be from overuse of chemicals. It can be from overuse of heat tools. All you need to do is grab a deep conditioning treatment and use it regularly. If you pulled your hair and it stretched out and it didn't go back to normal, like in B, that means that you have a lack of protein. And that could be from your diet, or it could be from an overuse of moisturizers. And so in this case, you need to pick up a protein treatment, a protein conditioner with hydrolyzed proteins to build your hair back up. And C, if you pulled it and it bounced right back to its natural condition, that means you have a healthy, balanced head of hair.
Aha, that's what we want. We're going to get everyone there by the time we're done. All right, next up, I want you to run a brush through your hair. You guys have brushes. Go ahead and do it if you don't mind. How does your first stroke feel? A, help, my brush is stuck. Right? I've got more knots than ropes on a sail. That can be tough, right? Or was it B, rough seas out there, right, back and forth, but you sort of finally pulled that brush through? Or is it C, smooth sailing? So, Michelle, I see you struggling there. So you're not where you want to be, but stay with us. We got some solutions coming up. Next up, how often do you use your heated hair tools like curling wands and straightening irons, all the things you just showed me? Is it A, every day? My bathroom always smells like burnt toast. Is it B, I only turn up the heat on weekends and on special occasions? Or is it C, never? Never. You never use them. All right, next up, you took a shower this morning, right? How dry is your hair in an hour? Your choices are A, completely dry, right? No sign of wetness whatsoever. Or is it B, a little bit damp, right? Definitely something there. Or is it C, completely soaked through? Basically, you're still soaking wet. Nikki, how does this relate to hair stress?
Yeah, so a great indicator of how stressed out your hair is how quickly it dries. A damaged cuticle is very porous, which means it dries out quickly. So if your hair is still damp after an hour, that's a really good sign that you have a good, healthy, balanced head of hair.
All right, so next, how often do you chemically treat your hair, meaning a dye or a perm or chemically straightening it? A, 3 to 4 times a year or more. B, 1 to 2 times per year, pretty infrequent. C, never going to do it, doesn't happen. Let's get to the results. I want you to keep track of how many of you answered mostly A's, because if you did, your hair is at the top of the stress meter, in the red zone there, right? You're on fire, fuego. If you're mostly B's, you're getting into the danger zone, but you're still in the yellows. And C's, you got your stress in check. That's sort of where you want to be. Because when we come back, I got a solution for stressed hair that works on every hair type. And the best part is, there are no fancy products or expensive treatments needed. It is the trending secret to long, healthy, voluptuous, thick hair that even the Kardashians swear by. I'm so excited to be back with Curly Nikki. She has a brand new show called Curly Nikki TV on HouseTube. It'll be a celebration of both inner and outer beauty, and a place where you can go to get the latest scoop on what's trending, including this next viral rice water rinse that celebrities swear by to revive their stressed out hair. Nikki, what is the rice water rinse and what does it do?
Yeah, so it's a very, very simple do-it-yourself concoction. It's all over the internet. Kim Kardashian swears by it for her thicker looking, long, healthy, shiny hair.
So walk us through specifically how you do it so we don't mess up.
Yeah, so yes, you need just very simple things. Just grab a bowl, get some organic rice. It can be white, it can be brown, it can be jasmine. Just make sure that it is organic. And you're going to soak that overnight in spring water is what I prefer. And you're going to leave it at least 12 to 24 hours to get all that goodness out. And then you are going to strain the water off of the rice, and you're going to take that rice water and you are going to apply it to your scalp and to your hair, really massaging it in good. You'll leave it in for at least 20 minutes. You can go up to an hour. I like to put on a plastic processing cap to keep down on the drippies. And then when you rinse, you'll reveal healthier, shinier, thicker looking hair.
Yeah, I can see it. It looks a little cloudy, and it's a little silky when I put my fingers on it. But it's sort of...
Oh, yeah. Haven't you ever, rinsed your rice before you cook it?
Yes.
To get the starch off of it? Like, that starch, that's the goodness. That's what we're getting, and we're putting it on our hair.
Well, I've never tossed it on my hair before, but it seems, based on these before and afters, it seems to work. Take a look. I'll tell you, it's great looking hair. Nikki, why does this work? What's so special about rice?
Yeah, so again, rice has a very high starch content, and it also is packed full of antioxidants, amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. So when you soak this rice, all that goodness is saturating the water, and then you saturate your hair with that water that's full of just health promoting ingredients. So it's going to make your hair look thicker, look fuller, and it's also going to be defrizzing at the same time.
Nikki, I always love your advice. I love having you on the team. You can check out Curly Nikki TV on OzTube. Find it by going to DrOz.com and click on OzTube. There it is right there. Make sure you check out all the videos we got. We have hundreds of them. They're all free, available to you on demand. Let OzTube help you live the good life. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.